Infocus has been bringing in a lot of smartphones in the recent past, especially to the Indian market, and they're following up with another smartphone in the sub 10,000 range, and that is called the M680. This is GK from TechPP.com, and this is the first impressions of Infocus M680. Let's get started. So we have the phone here, and let's look at what comes with the phone. So we have a basic box here, no colors or anything fancy. And inside we have just the travel adapter and a very short USB micro USB cable. This is really surprising because you generally see the charging cable much longer than this, but we'll have to wait and see if the retail units also come with a similar length. We have the SIM ejector, and we have a very minimum quick start guide. So that's what it is. So coming back to the phone, this would be a 5.5-inch full HD screen, and this runs on a MediaTek 6753 processor. That is an octa-core processor, 64-bit, that is clocked at 1.5 gigahertz. This has a RAM capacity of 2 gig, and this has an internal memory of 16 GB that can be expanded up to 64 GB as well. In terms of the camera, we have a 13 megapixel camera on the back with a single LED flash, and a 13 megapixel camera on the front as well, which has an autofocus. So that's something that you do not usually see. And this runs on Android 5.1, and there's a promise update to Marshmallow. And going by the past history of Infocus, we do not doubt that they're going to bring the Marshmallow to this. And in terms of the build quality and the design, this is probably one of the first phones to have a lot of metal in its build and in the price range that it comes at. So let's look at the design of the phone. So we have the three capacitive buttons here that are not backlit. Onto the right you have the power button and the SIM tray that can take in 2 SIMs, and one of them will double up as a micro SD slot as well. On the top you have the 3.5mm audio jack, and onto the right we have the volume rockers as well. On the bottom we have the speaker grill and the slot for the charging, and on the back we have the 13 megapixel camera and the Infocus branding. So overall looks to be a decently built phone, and it has a lot of metallic elements to it, and there's also a notch here at the top and the bottom that allows for easier holding of the phone, because it is a tall phone coming at 5.5 inch and a lot of padding on the top and the bottom, so that actually helps. And if you carefully observe, there's also a chamfering on the top and the bottom portions of this frame that goes all around the phone. So overall looks to be a very good build, a lot of metal in it, and at this price range you don't see many phones with a metallic build. So all of this is powered by a 2600 mAh battery, and when we talk about the 4G LTE support for this, the M680 supports both band 40 and band 3, so that's another good aspect. When we talk about the sensors, this has the proximity sensor, the G sensor, and the E compass as well, and it also has FM radio and things like that. So looking at the user interface, it does have some colorful icons, but they've kept it very close to the stock Android with some bare minimum changes. So let's look at what sort of storage the user gets here. So that is around 16 GB, and the available memory is around 8.96. That's a little less, but thankfully you have the support to expand it. And let's look at the Android version it's running. So it's 5.1. So it looks to be smooth and tidy, and not much of preloaded apps like we've seen in other phones. It has some couple of games and a couple of social media apps, and that is what it is. So we'll put this phone through its paces and do some rigorous testing in terms of the camera, especially the battery. This is a tall phone and 2600 mAh. We'll see how that performs and be back with a detailed review. Do hit the like button and subscribe for more interesting news on the gadget world. Until the next one, this is GK from TechPP.com signing off. Bye-bye.